Good morning, everyone. Open your cameras fast. Join your hands and be ready for the Gayatri month. Now be ready for the morning prayer.
We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We walk hand in hand, we walk hand in hand, we walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We walk hand in hand, we walk hand in hand, we walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall live in peace, we shall live in peace, we shall live in peace someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall live in peace, we shall live in peace, we shall live in peace someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. The whole world right around, the whole wide world around, the whole wide world around someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome.
So today we will discuss about signs of life, that how your life started, what is the first thing that come on earth. It's you humans or the animals that come on earth for the first time. Now Ridhima of class 7th will tell you about signs of life or the origin of life.
Hello everyone, my name is Ridhima. I am from class 7th. Today I am going to tell you about how did life begin and evolve on the earth. So let us start. There's a famous riddle that spanked many arguments. Was it a chicken or the egg that came first? Well, if you want to find the answer to this riddle and want to keep learning about how the life began on earth, so let us start. The life on the earth began in oceans about 3.5 billion years ago from a tiny cell called LUCA, which stands for Last Universal Common Ancestor. In fact, bugs, bacteria, and even humans evolved from this tiny cell. So, you can say LUCA was a granddaddy of all of us. Two living things came into the world quite the same. Small differences can be seen each generation. Cells mutated and came together in new shapes. This is called evolution. Through evolution, Luca had two distinct offspring on the tree of life, bacteria and archaea. Spring, both were single cells. Then, about 2 billion years ago, a third branch grew called eukarya, where some cells got a control center called nucleus. About a half billion years ago, eukarya became more varied and new shrimp-like creatures with distinct legs, eyes, and mouth were formed over the time. New varieties of eukarya kept evolving. Around 510 million years ago, fish appeared, and about 450 million years ago, plants started to grow on land. So, some fish got legs and crawled out of the sea on the land. This is how amphibians were formed. By 230 million years ago, some of the land animals evolved into the biggest reptiles called dinosaurs. An interesting around 150 million years ago, bird evolved from dinosaurs. Then, 66 million years ago, blooded furry animals started to evolve from reptiles, including us humans, emerged and found our own special homes in the world. So now you know that eggs which are cells came first and then the chicken.
Now this is clear that the eggs or the cell come first on the earth, then the new organisms begin to grow. Gurpreet of class 7th A will tell you about that why life is special on earth, and out of the 8 planets, life is only present on earth. Gurpreet, unmute yourself.
Good morning. My name is Gurpreet. I'm going to tell you why is life special on Earth. The Earth was created over 4.5 billion years ago, and life appeared on its surface within a billion years. Even today, Earth is the only planet which supports life. And why is that? If you don't know, let me tell you. It's because of the temperature on the earth. It's just about right for life. And this is because Earth is the third planet from the sun. Not too far and not too close. The temperature is too cold in the other planets which are far from the sun, too hot in the planets which are close to the sun. The Earth's atmosphere also contains 21% of oxygen, which life forms need to survive. The Earth's atmosphere is very, very important in keeping the conditions of the Earth comfortable for life. It attracts the sun's heat while blocking the harmful radiation produced by the sun. The Earth is called blue planet because it contains 71% of water. And to survive, water is one thing that everyone needs. Being the fifth largest planet in the solar system, Earth has a mass which gives a gravitational pull. It is strong enough to keep us stuck to the planet. The Earth requires some very special conditions exist for life. Life beyond just our Earth. These such may be very simple organisms such as bacteria or even more complex of life such as plants and animals. All living things need some sort of food, water, the right atmosphere, and the temperature. Humans, for example, need to breathe in the oxygen and can survive in temperatures which aren't extreme cold or aren't extreme hot. Or other planets don't have exactly the same conditions, so life would be somewhat different there. For example, these places may have a different atmosphere, so there wouldn't be the right amount of oxygen for us to have a breath. All living things on Earth have adapted to our atmosphere, which means all living things need a mix of atmospheric gases. Life elsewhere would be not possible. This was a little information and that why is life special on Earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Gurpreet, for telling us the reasons that why life is special on Earth. Because Earth has an atmosphere and oxygen, so life is only present on Earth. Now it's time for the thought of the day. Thought of the day. Life is all about ups and downs, good times and bad times. You have to find the strength to move on and believe that the next chapter of your life will be amazing. Like the beginning of universe, it was not easy to begin a new life like our daily difficult times in our daily life, but if we find the strength to move on, the good things will happen later on. With this thought, join your respective classes. Thank you, everyone.